Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel named Boss Lady. This video is already uploaded in Hindi and this is in English. And in the coming days, I'm going to upload more videos on this particular topic, right? So, the topic for today is what you should not take into your office, right? So, all the essential items that you should not take into the office that we are going to discuss today, right? So before starting this video, I have two different channels named Study Vlog and Learning to Learn. So if anybody of you are trying to start a YouTube channel or thinking to start a YouTube channel or not to start a YouTube channel, please watch this particular video on my channel named Study Vlog so that you can get an idea that you have to start the YouTube channel or not to start. So you can get a great idea or great content about what you should do if you are in a dilemma. Okay, now let's start this particular video today. So today we are going to discuss what not to take inside your office, right? First of all, don't take any unnecessary items that are not required in your office. That can be anything, right? I have seen many of the people taking a big glass of thermos and a big cup of coffee into the office. If your office provides you that beverage, right, you don't require to take it yourself, right? It is first of all very inconvenient. The thermos or the thing you took the coffee, it might spill, right? It can also you can keep it somewhere and you can lose it, and nobody would be held responsible for that, right? So there are many things to be taken care of while you are taking your belongings to the office, because you will be ultimately responsible for those belongings. If they are lost, no one would be held responsible. So, whatever you take into your office, take good care of those things, first of all. Second, don't take unnecessary items which are not required, and you can use alternatives for that. For example, if you want to have coffee, right? Uh, Rather than taking your thermos, it is better option that you order a coffee from the cafeteria or nearby area if somebody is selling those beverages. Simple solution. The next thing you should never take inside the office is your siblings, your family members, someone else you know, your friend, etc. So why not to take them? First of all, there is no reason for you to take those people into the office, right? Second, if you take them, it would be very awkward. What they would do in your office, right? And I don't know why I'm explaining this, but I thought this would be an important point for you to notice. Yes, certain times when you're giving the interview for the first time, you could take someone with you, but that is also totally unnecessary. It would somewhere or the other will show you're very underconfident, right? You're not confident enough to face the interview yourself. You need a moral support. So please don't do that. It doesn't gives a good impression. But if there is a reason that some of these people are there in the office, like you're referring your friend to the office, or you're referring your friend for the employment purpose or any other purpose, there is a purpose for that person to be there in your office, then it's okay. Or else, please don't bring any of your friends, relatives, siblings, parents into the office. It is not that much professional, right? Unless and until actually very required. Now, things you should never do in the office, that is also very important. You should behave very properly, right? Your body movements should be very good, right? The things you should never do in the office. I'll just narrow it down to only two, 3 points. The first is gossip. Please never gossip about any other colleague, any boss, any manager, any CEO, any board of directors. Please don't do that. Suppose if somebody is just gossiping something and you have just joined, and suppose there is a blame game going on, it might be that they take your name, that she told so, she was there when I told so, or something like that, and you would end up in a mess where you don't want to be very frank. So that is not the appropriate choice. Please don't gossip. And To be very fair, it is very wrong for anybody to gossip. Because suppose if you're in the office and somebody is just talking something about you, you'll feel very bad, right? So why to do the same thing? Don't do it. Unless and until it concerns you, it concerns your job responsibilities, your duties. Don't talk about any other person unnecessarily. It is very bad. First of all, it is unethical and it will lead to a very bad consequences. The things you should never do in the office is being very inappropriate. At certain times, there might be chances that you get very angry or very happy or very sad for your personal reasons. But you cannot take it out on your colleague or on your boss or on some any other person randomly only because you are feeling so. No, that is really wrong. You should be highly professional. Even if you're feeling very sad, but there is a thing that needs to be done, you cannot start crying sitting on your desk that I'm not in the mood to work. No, you have to be a bit professional. You have to stop crying. You have to get a grip of yourself and then you have to start working. Or if there is something emotional trauma going on and you're not able to handle that, please take a half day leave and leave the office. It's better to not to work at all. It's better not to work at all rather than working half-hearted. I seriously say this. So these are the things you should never do in the office. And in the next coming videos, I would be talking much more about many of the things that you should do in the office, you should not do in the office, how to look presentable, that I have already uploaded for the women. I will surely be uploading soon how to look presentable for males, right? And these things you should highly avoid in any of the offices you're working, right? And in the next videos, I'm coming up with all the new sessions. If you're interested, you can join this channel. You can just subscribe. And if you liked my content, you can hit the like button so that I can get to know that my content is being liked and I get a bit of more motivation to bring this kind of content for you. Okay. So take good care of yourself, study hard, and if there is any problem, any doubt, please do let me know. I'll try to help you out. Just comment so that I get to know what are your thoughts on this particular video. So take good care of yourself, study hard, and bye bye.